Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing the problems in exercise 6.6. Let's start. First question is, in the figure, PS is the bisector of angle QPR of triangle PQR. So in the question, this much triangle is given. PQR triangle is given and PS is acting as the angle bisector of angle QPR. That means this angle will be equal to this angle. Okay. And you have to prove that QS by SR is equal to QP or PQ by PR. So that is the thing which you need to prove. So from where we will start is, we are just taking R and extending a line RT parallel to, we are just taking this RT to be parallel to PS and extending QP to meet it at T. So we are just getting this to be parallel, that is RT is parallel to SP. Okay, and that will help us to prove this result using BPT. Clear? So first what we are doing is, we are just extending, or you can say draw RT parallel to SP, and then what we are doing is, we are just extending this. Okay, which one? QP extended to meet at T. Okay, and extend QP to meet at T. So this much is our construction part, right? Now I am just marking the angles for the ease as 1, this is taken as 2, this one as 3 and this as 4. Okay. Now since RT, we have taken RT parallel to this SP, what we can say is PR is acting as a transversal, as you can see. So we can say that angle 2 will be equal to angle 3. Why? Because they are alternate interior angles. Okay. So since RT is parallel to SP, we will get angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Reason is alternate interior angles. Okay. Now again, for these two parallel lines, this angle 1 and angle 4 will be acting as corresponding angles, because these two are parallels. Angle 1 and angle 4 will be equal. The reason is they are corresponding angles. Okay, and you will have angle 1 equal to angle 4. Reason is corresponding angles. For the same reason, since RT is parallel to SP, corresponding angles. Okay, and the thing which is given in the question is, PS is the bisector of angle QPR. PS is the bisector means this angle will be equal to this one, that is angle 1 will be equal to angle 2. Okay, and angle 1 equal to angle 2, which is given in the question. Why given? Since PS is the bisector of angle QPR. Okay, that is the reason. Now you can just see all the things. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 means you will get angle 3 equal to angle 4. Okay, from all these three concepts, what you are getting is, therefore we will get angle 3 is equal to angle 4. We just see angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Now since these two are equal, if I consider this triangle PTR and this base angles are equal, like, so you can say that their opposite angles will be equal. Your isosceles triangles property. Okay. Therefore, considering triangle PTR, what you will get, angle 3 equal to angle 4 will imply that PT is equal to PR. Angle 3 opposite side is PT and angle 4 opposite side is PR. So PT equal to PR. Opposite side of equal angles are equal, because they are playing the role of isosceles triangle. Okay, PTR will be an isosceles triangle then. Okay, so this much you got, let it be here. We will use it later. Now we are just moving on to the concept. We need this fraction. For that we are just considering the triangle, the whole triangle, that is your QTR. Okay, in triangle QTR, you have RP is parallel to, SRT is parallel to SP, right? This we have already taken in the construction part. So from this concept, we can use the basic proportionality theorem, because in that triangle, if you have a parallel line, okay, you will have the fraction. Which fraction you will get? QS by SR will be equal to QP by PT, right? Comma, by BPT, we have QS by SR is equal to QP by PT, right? This is clear. Now, what we have to get is QS by SR, which we have already got in the left hand side, is equal to PQ by PR we need. And we have got PQ in the numerator, but you have PT. But already what we have proved is PT is equal to PR. So we can just use that, and that will give you QS by SR is equal to QP by PR or PQ by PR. Since PT is equal to PR, we have replaced that. Okay, and this is your proof. Okay. Question number 2 is, in the given figure, D is a point on the hypotenuse AC. D is a point on the hypotenuse AC of the triangle ABC such that BD is perpendicular to AC. So we'll just join these two. BD is perpendicular to AC. This is AC, this is BD, perpendicular. Okay, so this will give you perpendicularity here, like this. Okay, then DM is perpendicular to BC. DM is drawn perpendicular to BC, and DN is perpendicular to AB. So DN is perpendicular to AB. So these three concepts are given in the question, and you have to prove that DM square is equal to DN into MC and DN square is equal to DM into AN. Okay, for that, first what we are doing is, for this thing, that is your MBND, we will prove that this is a rectangle. Since these two concepts are given in the question itself, and since D is given to be the point on the hypotenuse, when they say hypotenuse AC of triangle ABC, that is obvious that this is a right angled triangle, and here also you will have 90 degree, right? So three angles you got to be 90 degree in this quadrilateral, so that the fourth angle will automatically be 90 degree. That means this will form a rectangle. Understood? So angle, if I'm referring it as angle N, angle M, angle D and angle B, I will just write angle M plus angle B. What I am considering is, consider the quadrilateral MBND. Okay, for this I can just write angle M, angle N like that. Angle M plus angle B plus angle N plus angle D will be 360 degree. Now, which all we know is angle M is 90 given, angle B is 90. It is from the question that it is hypotenuse. D is acting as a point on the hypotenuse. Then N is given to be 90, and D we don't know, that we are just writing. But from this concept, what you will get is angle D is equal to 360 minus 270, which is again 90 degree. That means all the four angles you are getting to be 90 degree in that quadrilateral. Therefore, you can say that quadrilateral MBND is a rectangle. Now, why we are proving this to be a rectangle? Because we need to show that this length and this length is equal and this equal to this. Okay, so from this concept of rectangle, what we will get is MB is equal to DN and opposite sides are equal, and DM is equal to ND. Okay, so these two concepts we need later. For that we have earlier proved this. Okay, we will use it later. Now for the first part, we are considering this triangle and showing them to be similar, and that similarity will give you this result, first result. Okay, so first we are considering triangle BMD. and in this you will have all the three angles to be 180 for any triangle you have. So we will get angle BMD plus angle MDB plus angle DBM to be 180 degree. And which angle you know to be 90 degree? This one. So we are just replacing it to be 90 degree, so that we will get this angle plus this angle equal to 180 minus 90, or these two sum will give you 90. Okay, so you'll get angle MDB plus angle DBM is equal to 90 degree. Why? Since angle BMD is equal to 90 degree, which is given in the question itself, in the figure itself. Okay, now again you are considering triangle, this one, okay, which is CDM. So we are considering triangle DMC, where angle again DMC plus angle MCD plus angle CDM will give you 180 degree. Okay, all the three angles will give you the sum as 180 degree, angle sum property. Then here again you have this angle to be 90 degrees, so that you will get angle MCD plus angle CDM is equal to 90, since angle DMC is already 90 degree. Okay, so put it as equation number 1 which you got. This is your equation number 2. Okay, now one more concept we are using, and the concept is BD is perpendicular to AC. Okay, since BD is perpendicular to AC, what we can see is this will be totally 90 and this will be totally 90. That means these two angles sum will be 90, right? So that we are writing, that is angle CDM plus angle BDM is equal to 90 degree. This is your equation number 3. Okay. So now we are just comparing first and third equation from 1 and 3. You just see here you have MDB, which is same as BDM, and here also BDM, and 90 on your right hand side for both the equations. So that we can say that DBM, angle DBM will be equal to angle CDM. Okay, angle DBM equal to angle CDM. And again from second and third you can just see CDM and here also CDM both have as sum as 90 on the right hand side, so that MCD will be same as BDM. Okay, so from 2 and 3, second equation and third equation, what you are getting, these two are equal, so that this will be equal, that is angle BDM is equal to angle MCD. Okay, now you just go to the triangles, corresponding triangles. Which all triangles we have considered? This one and this one. Okay, in BDM you are getting DBM. DBM, this angle is equal to CDM. CDM, this one, and BDM, which is this one, is equal to MCD. MCD, this one. So from that you have got two angles to be equal for the two triangles. So their corresponding sides, because the two triangles are having that AA property, that is two angles are equal, means by AA similarity what you will get is triangle, which all triangle you have considered, BMD will be similar to triangle DMC. Okay, so what we can say, the corresponding sides will be proportional. Now what corresponding sides we have to take, we will just go through what we need. You have to get 2 DM. So one, if I am taking DM, the other thing should be, see here, if I am taking DM, I should take BM. DM by BM is equal to, then if I am taking MC, because you need MC here, MC, it should be divided by MD. Okay, so I am getting DM by BM is equal to MC by MD. Okay. MD is same as DM. So you can just cross multiply and this will become DM into DM, which is DM square, is equal to MC into BM. Okay. Now already we have proved something, because in our answer we need MC together with that, it is DN, and we have got DM. And we have proved here DN is equal to MB, right? MB is same as BM. So we can just replace this BM with DN, which is equal to DN into MC. Since DN is equal to BM, we have already proved because it was a rectangle. Okay, so you got the result, that is your DM square is equal to DN into MC. Now for the second part, we are just considering these two triangles and showing them to be similar, and that similarity will give you this required result. Okay, so first we are considering triangle BDN. In triangle BDN, what you will get? Angle BDN plus angle DNB plus angle NBD is equal to 180. And which angle you already have to be 90? This one for this triangle. So you can just replace this with 90, so that this will go there as 180 minus 90 and give you these two, sum of these two angles as 90. So you have angle BDN plus angle NBD is equal to 90, since angle DNB is 90. Okay, so let it be your equation number 1 for your second part. Now you can move on to the next triangle, which is triangle DAN. Consider triangle DAN. In that also you will have angle DAN plus angle AND plus angle NDA is equal to 180 degree. Sum of all the angles to be 180. Now what angle you have already to be 90 in this triangle? This one, right? If this is 90, this is also 90. So you can just replace that angle with 90, that is your AND, and it will go there. It will become 180 minus 90, so that you will have angle DAN plus angle NDA is equal to 90 degrees, since angle AND is given to be 90. Put it equation number 2. Now the third concept which you are using is BD is perpendicular to AC. Since BD is perpendicular to AC, we will have this angle to be 90. That means the sum of this and this angles will give you 90 degree. Okay, we will have angle, which are the angles? BDN plus angle ADN will give you 90 degree. This is equation number 3. Okay. Now again we will compare first and third, that is from 1 and 3. What you will get? You just see you have BDN and BDN here and 90 on the right hand side. That means these two should be equal. That means you will get angle NBD is equal to angle ADN. And comparing second and third, from second and third, what you will get? DAN. Here you have NDA. NDA is same as ADN, right? The angle is D here. So these two are equal and 90. So you will get these two to be equal. That means angle DAN is equal to angle BDN. So these are the two things which you are getting. That means go to the triangles. You are getting NBD. NBD, that is this angle, is equal to ADN. ADN, this one. And DAN is this one, is equal to BDN. BDN is this one. Okay. So that you can say that the triangle BDN and DAN are, you will just get from this, the two triangles are similar by AA similarity. By AA similarity, triangle DAN is similar to triangle BDN. Okay. Now what we need, you just see for the second part, you need DN 2 times. That means dn, when you are taking dn here, it will be dn here. Okay, so when you take dn, it will be bn here, and again you need that dn means this one. Okay, so an and dn will be giving you the result. So first you will get dn by bn is equal to an by dn. Cross multiplying, you will get dn square that we need. So this will give you, so you have corresponding sides to be proportional for your similarity concept. dn square is equal to bn into an. And look for the result in the right hand side. You have an but not dn. So you have to change this bn with dm. Is it possible? Yes, because we have already proved that dm is equal to nb. Okay, so we are just replacing bn with bm, which is required in the answer, since bn is equal to dm. So you got dn square is equal to dm into an. Question number 3 is, in figure, ABC is a triangle in which ABC, angle ABC is greater than 90 and AD is perpendicular to CB produced. Prove that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square plus 2BC into BD. So for this, what we are doing is, first we will consider the triangle ADC, which is right angled triangle, and apply the Pythagoras theorem. And in between, in order to reach the result, we need to apply Pythagoras theorem for this triangle also. Okay, which is again right angled triangle. So first we are just taking, consider right triangle, which is that triangle ADC. And for this right triangle, what you will get is AC square is equal to AD square plus DC square. Okay, AC square is equal to AD square plus DC square. Now what we are doing is, we are just replacing the, you can just see you don't have any DC here or AD here, so we need to change them. Okay, in terms of BC, you have BC and BD. So what we are doing is, we are just writing this DC as DB plus BC, and this is by Pythagoras theorem. So AD square as such we are writing and replacing DC with DB plus BC the whole square. Okay, now what we are doing is, we are applying A plus B the whole square. What you will get, AD square plus DB square plus BC square plus 2DB into BC. A square plus B square plus 2AB. Okay, now you can just see the question. You have BC square as a term, so let it be there, and we'll just see this is also okay. DB is same as BD and BC you have. So these terms are okay. Now we need to just replace these two terms. And what about these two terms? AD square plus DB square. AD square plus DB square will be AB square, since ADB is also a right angled triangle. Okay, so I'm just writing these two together to be AB square, which will give you the result BC into BD. Why I have replaced this? Since triangle ADB is also right angled triangle, and by Pythagoras theorem you are getting, so you can just apply Pythagoras theorem for that triangle also, which will give you AD square plus DB square is equal to AB square. So that is the thing which we have applied here. Okay, so you got AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square plus 2BC into BD. So question number 4 is, in the figure, ABC is a triangle in which angle ABC is less than 90 and AD is perpendicular to BC. You have to prove that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square minus 2BC into BD. So again, as in the above problem, we will consider triangle ADC, which is right angled triangle. So in right angled triangle, or right triangle ADC, you can apply your Pythagoras theorem so that you will get AC square. You can just see AC square is equal to AD square plus DC square by Pythagoras theorem. Now what we are doing is we are just replacing, we will just keep this AD now as such and replace DC with BC minus BD, because we need BC and BD here. Okay, so AD square plus BC minus BD the whole square. Again, expanding it with A minus B the whole square will give you AD square plus BC square plus BD square minus 2BC into BD. A square plus B square minus 2AB. Okay. Okay, now you can just see BC square is there and minus 2BC into BD is also there. So AC square is written as AD square. Now I am writing this term here, plus BD square plus BC square, just interchange the terms, minus 2BC into BD. Now you just see, you have to replace these two terms to get the answer. So for that, what is AD square plus BD square? AD square plus BD square will give you AB square, because this is also 90 degree here. Okay, so here I am writing AB square, and the reason for that is, since triangle ADB is also right angled by Pythagoras theorem, you will get AB square is equal to AD square plus BD square. So we have replaced AD square plus BD square with AB square. That's it. Your result is now AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square minus 2BC into BD.